Good morning. It is Saturday, June 20th. Happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. If you're celebrating or still celebrating, I know some of y'all don't believe in it. Some of y'all do believe in it. I just like to see Black folks loving on each other. So whatever you gonna do, be safe and have fun. It's your girl, Ms.All-Purpose, live on All-Purpose Radio, right here on My Radio Chicago. I have my special guest today, Mr. Kenneth Whaley. Let me give Kenneth a big round of applause. Welcome to All-Purpose. Welcome back to All-Purpose Radio. Oh, hold on. Let me get your mic. Say something.
Thank you.
Hold on. Say something.
Thank you.
No. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
I think that's it. All right.
That it?
I think that's it. All right. Go ahead. Tell everybody who you are, what you do, and what you stand for.
Thank you, Misty, for having me. My name is Minister Kenneth Whaley. I'm the president and chairman of the Maple Park Community Association. And for those of you who do know me, who follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you know that I'm a community activist and that I stand for power to the people.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. So let's, well, first of all, tell everybody about our annual Father's Day picnic tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Well, tomorrow, Sunday, we will be having our Maple Park Community Association annual Father's Day picnic, which will be at Cooper Park, 117012 South Ada in Chicago. Our alderman will be there, Ronnie Mosley, who will be presenting us with the street sign. We had 117th and Ada changed to Maple Park Way.
Yay!
Yeah.
Maple Park Way, that deserves a round of applause. Yay! So that's going to be exciting. So what can people come and do tomorrow?
Well, when you come tomorrow, we will have food. We will have activities for the children. You can bring your barbecue grill. You can bring your tent. We're going to have music, singing, dancing. It's a day of fellowship where businesses, the alumnus, homeowners, everybody can come together and celebrate their dear old dad.
I'm gonna go to Facebook and tag you on here.
Yeah.
How did the picnics originate?
Well, we have a young man in our community, Bobby McNabb. I don't know if you
I remember Bobby.
You remember when Bobby McNabb first came up with the ideal of celebrating Father's Day? We had our first Father's Day picnic. I think it was about 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have been throwing it ever since. Right now, we passed it down to some of the younger brothers, Jermaine Williams and Latrell Baker.
Michael Timberlake.
Yeah, those guys, Corey, they're younger than us. I'll be 70 next year. So I don't know how long I'll be doing this, but right now, I'm still in the midst, and we're making sure that the second and third generation of Maple Park community residents, whether they live in the community or not.
Okay.
Make sure that they keep the legacy going. You know, Maple Park has been around since 1961.
Okay.
Maple Park Community Association was incorporated in 1962.
Okay.
So we've been around for many, many years, and we're still going strong. And we just want to make sure that our second, third, and fourth generation of Maple Park community residents keep the community upkeep and keep it going.
Okay.
We want to be like some of those communities on the north side where they've been around for 100 years and 120 years. You know, the only thing we have that lasts in our community are the churches. We don't have businesses and associations. We want to start some new trends. We want to have businesses set up that last for 50 years, the next 50 years. We want this organization to be around celebrating this 100th anniversary. Right now, when I step down, I have some strong people behind me. I have Blaze Vine, which I know you know Blaze Vine. That's my right-hand girl. And we have Paul Campbell, who's on the board. And we're looking to recruit other people from the community. So if you're in the community and you want to be on the board of directors or you want to participate in the Maple Park Community Association, hit me up.
Yes. Shout out to the Maple Park. I grew up, I am a product of Maple Park. Now, I did spend the first 6 years in the West Pullman area. So still a sister station, sister brother section of Chicago, but raised in Maple Park, attended Whistler Elementary School. I am a Park District kid, which is why I'm about to up my volunteering with the park and the Maple Park Advisory Advisory Council. Thank you. And I am a Park District kid. I took dance at the Park District, cheerleading, just hanging out, you know what I mean? But having a safe place to come and, you know, we were able to, we had a place to, we had our own park. I don't know, the teen takeovers just popped in my head, but we had our own park. So we didn't need to go anywhere else to take over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
everything was there.
Yeah. Everything was, you know, 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks from your house. Your mama could drive past, walk past and see you. And, you were in a community with people who loved you and wanted to see you grow and prosper, but also allowed you to be a teenager.
Well, the good thing about Maple Park, every home in Maple Park had 2 parents, because you couldn't buy a home in Maple Park unless there was a 2-parent household.
Okay.
At that particular time, back in 1960. Of course, this is 2026. Things have changed, but the dynamics of the neighborhood, it wasn't, you didn't have a lot of divorce. You didn't have a lot of juvenile delinquency was coming up. As we got older, you know, the neighborhood changed over the years. But for the most part, it's still a very respectable, still upright neighborhood. And we have people who kept their properties up, and the schools are doing relatively well.
Okay.
Yeah, and the businesses dropped off a little bit, but we're going to change all of that. We're going to bring economic stability. We're going to bring social justice, and we're going to reinvent the community, because the dynamics of the community change. You have more single family homes now. You have more renters. So, you know, we just want to bring things together and make sure that our children prosper.
Well, I want to thank you for all the work that you do.
Thank you.
For the community. And last week we had some really bad storms, and a tree in front of my I still say my granddaddy's house. A tree from the neighbor fell right on their property on 116th and Loomis. It blocked the front door, touched the roof and everything. But I want to thank you for all your work that you did, because my aunt told me they were doing like the streets first, and then they said they were doing the housing.
That's right.
And so that tree was cut down and removed.
That's right. We got it done right away. I want to thank Alderman Ronnie Mosley and his staff.
Yeah.
You know, coming through, being there when we called, and just doing their job.
Yeah, doing their job.
Doing their job, you know. And that's what we need. We need politicians who are going to come out. You know, you can't do this from behind your desk. Ronnie Mosley, he gets from behind that desk. He comes out, and he has a good chief of staff, Carter Glover, who makes sure that, you know, that everything is handled.
Yes.
You know, and they did come through right away, and all the trees were removed from the streets. Then they came through and removed them from the houses. Now today they made calls because the park has a lot of debris in it, and we have our Father's Day event tomorrow. But they made sure that the park is coming through, and they're going to get those trees removed. When I went there last night, I was like, oh my God, they didn't clean the park. But I got a call this morning from the alderman's office saying, hey, it'll be moved in time for the celebration tomorrow. So thank you, Alderman Ronnie Mosley, and your staff.
And, you know, my aunt still lives in that home, and she's like, she grew up in the home, right? And she's like, I love my community. I love Maple Park, because, you know, when you have the storms like that, you know, you're going to end up, you know, talking to your neighbors and getting to know even like your new neighbors. And she just, you know, someday she's like, it's just so quiet. It's so quiet. The block is so quiet. And so when the storms happened, it, you know, gave her even more opportunity to go out and talk to people on the different blocks and the different, you know, and everybody supported each other. So, all right, Kenneth. So you are here on some official business.
Yes, ma'am. I got my little cheat sheet here.
Yes, you got your cheat sheet.
You know, I'm getting older, so I don't remember everything all the time. So I have to kind of take crib notes, as we used to call them.
Crib notes. So just start from the top. You want to talk about Black students in the Chicago public schools?
Yeah, see, let's start up. Literacy and how illiteracy fueled the school to prison pipeline.
Okay.
And we know literacy is merely when a person is able to read and write. And reading and writing, it's more than reading and writing than just picking up a piece of paper and reading and writing. There's comprehension, critical thinking. The data that I'm using comes from the National Assessment of Education Progress and Illinois Department of Juvenile Justice. And I would just come out the door and just say this, and I think I've said this to you before. Black illiteracy is a multi-billion-dollar white industry.
Okay.
As long as they can keep us dummied down, as long as our children aren't able to read and write, they go straight from the school to the prisons. And if you look at how the schools are set up a lot like prisons.
Okay.
You got the classroom, which is the cells. You have the lines that they have to get into. They serve the same food. Our children go to school from kindergarten to 12th grade and sometimes college and come out with absolutely no skills. When you go in jail, you do your time and you come out with absolutely no skills. We got children who've been in school all of their lives, and they come out, they don't know how to use a screwdriver. They don't know how to cook a meal. They don't know how to do it, put a roof on a house. They don't know how to do anything except maybe pick up a bag and go make some money. And we want to stop that. So right now, what we're doing, the Maple Park Community Association, we're working with the grammar schools in our community. We got 2 schools. We got Whistler and we got Higgins. Okay. And we also have surrounding communities that have grammar schools. And it's a total of like 14 of them where I've been in those schools and help programs. Like we have the machine gun to drill gun program where we're teaching the young boys the art of construction. We're exposing them to construction and the field of technology. We have anger management, which is anger management and conflict resolution. We just completed sessions of that. We have the etiquette training for the girls. Okay. You know, because our girls now aren't soft. I understand that. Like they were when you know, 20 or 50 years ago. You know, so these programs are very important. And what really caught my eye, and I already knew this though, with the anger management, going into the schools, and we're talking about 5th graders now, 5th and 6th graders. We do it from 5th to 8th grade. Okay. And those kids, and I'm not going to name the school because we don't want to point the finger at the principal or saying someone's not doing a good job because that would affect our relationships if I start calling names. Right. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to do that. But one little boy, I was late getting there and found out he cussed out the case manager. What? Yeah. And then I talked to the principal. She was like, well, yeah, our biggest problem is the children curse a lot. Then I seen another teacher dragging a little boy down the hall. He was kicking and scratching, and one little boy trying to walk out the school. And I'm like, what are going on in these schools that we don't know about? We send our kids to these schools, and we don't know exactly what's going on in these schools. And I started checking the records. Okay. And I started checking the records from the National Assessment of Education and found out some very disturbing news about our children. And only how 22% of our children in grammar school are reading at grade level. So that means 77% of the students in some of these schools are not reading at grade level. Okay. And I did it based on the 60643 zip code because, we want to stay close to home. And found out that in order to improve these numbers, they lowered the standards. So how do you don't lower the standards to improve the numbers. You change the curriculum. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You change what you're doing. But of course, the same problem is this when it comes down to budgeting. Okay. And the reason why a lot of these kids are failing, and I'm going to say I'm failing, is because the school doesn't have the personnel, they don't have the teachers, they don't have the money they need in order to, I shouldn't say money, funding. They need in order to provide certain material and in order to provide the means in order to teach these children. And one of the biggest problems I had, been to like 14 schools, only 2 of them had male principals. Okay. So we're talking about, I said 14, so 12 of them. Okay. The principal is a woman, the assistant principal is a woman, the case manager is a woman. The women working in the office are women. The women working in the lunchroom are women. The only male figure in some of these schools is the security guard. And guess what?
What?
He's a disciplinarian. Mm-hmm. So when they have a problem with the kid, they take him to the security guard.
Right.
And he's not trained to be any kind of guy. He's just a man.
Right. Right.
See, there's no masculine energy there. Mm-hmm. So first of all, there's no masculine energy in the homes. They get to school, there's no masculine energy in the schools. Mm-hmm. These boys, they're not gay or anything, but they have feminine energy. Mm-hmm. They bicker. Mm-hmm. They're moody.
Make sure you're talking to the microphone. There you go.
They're bicker.
Yeah.
They're moody.
Yeah. There are some words that the girls use, but I won't say what those words are.
And it's because there's no masculine energy in their lives. Mm-hmm. So now, if there's no masculine energy in their lives, they don't have anybody to program them on how to be a man. Mm-hmm. Then they go into a school that has low energy. When I say low energy, poor performance. Mm-hmm. A lot of them can't read or write, and they're being pushed through school.
Right.
We have and Professor Morales isn't here today from Chicago State University. Mm-hmm. We have an urban tutoring literacy program that we started with Chicago State University, where we had a 12-week program. Mm-hmm. We had children from our community in the tutoring program, and I got a chance to firsthand observe these students being tutored by Professor Mount students at Chicago State University who was assessing their skills and gave us a report on what they thought and what these children needed. Okay. And I know it's hard to read in front of people, so I took that into consideration. Well, maybe the fact that they're in front of a crowd reading, they could have a little gun shy, but listen to some of these kids read in 5th and 6th grade. They were reading like at a 3rd grade level, and they're being pushed through school. You have schools that they go through we send kids to one of the high schools in Chicago that we have a scholarship program for. And then we got kids we send to to different schools throughout the area. And some of them were dropped from the school because they couldn't academically keep up. So some of these schools have graduation rates of like 89, 90, 100%. So in order to keep their graduation rate up, if they got a kid who's failing, they put them out. They do not, there's no resources. Okay, let's take this kid and put him in this program and let's help him improve his scores. Right. It's like bury him. I'm gonna turn it a little. Okay, it's like bury him. They're burying it. They bury him in the system. Right. So you got these kids who are in the system. They're in school all day, daydreaming because it sounds foreign to them. And I was thinking this. Okay, with the ACT test scores. Okay. They do all these tests and all of our kids are scoring terribly. Okay. We have to change the curriculum of what we're teaching our children. Okay. What we're teaching our children have absolutely no bearing on their lives, and it's a waste of time. The courses that they're taking should suit their lifestyle. Like you got children in grammar school who've been raised by grandmas. Right. True. They need to know how to cook. They need to know CPR. They need to know financing, banking, because they got to go to the bank. They need to get some life skills. Right. I was just say real life skills. Some real life skills that they can use every day. They need to learn some plumbing. They need to learn some electricity so they can open up businesses and become entrepreneurs. They don't need to go to college and learn sociology. They don't need, they don't use algebra. Now, people say, well, math is important. Not to them. What they going to use algebra for? Trigonometry and geometry. They don't need none of that stuff. They need to know how to fit something, how to bottle something, how to package something, and how to distribute something. Yeah. And that's really, and especially in the day and era where we're living of AI, where, I heard a saying that AI won't take AI won't take your job, but the person who knows how to use AI will take your job. Right. And so the reality of it is, even like for those of us in radio and podcasts and things of that nature, AI, you can put in AI where
I could put your name in and my name in, and it search the internet and see podcasts we done and create a podcast. I put the subject in and what I want it to be about and what your stance is and what my stance is. And you literally can create the podcast without real humans.
Yeah. I mean, just like that. Those who know how to fix the computer, those who know how to fix the robot, those who know how to program the robot, those who know how to send a satellite up.
Yeah.
You know, Elon Musk, he's not the brightest person in the world, but he got them satellites up there. He's making money in the clouds. The money's in the clouds. Yeah. You know, and I tell people all the time, you know, people be talking about the dollar. I think the dollar, the last I checked with Ford magazine, and it's not me, Ford magazine, I think they rate the dollar at 47 cents. The dollar's almost useless. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So stop chasing dollars and start chasing knowledge. You know, don't worry about how much money you're going to make. Worry about how you're going to make it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to make it now through technology. There are certain fields that are recession proof. Okay. We want to put our children in recession proof industry. Food is recession proof. Okay. Medical is recession proof. Right. Technology is recession proof. Those are the industries we want to start putting our kids in. We want our kids to be known for something. Back in different times. And you can even go to biblical times and you look at certain tribes. Okay. They were known for healing. Okay. Yeah. Some were known for building. Some were known for agriculturing. We want our children to be known for something. Right. But not for violence. Because see, we're not a violent people. And I'm not. We all know that where the guns come from, where the drugs come from. So we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, pointing the finger at this. You know, this government group or that government group. We're not going to point the finger. Okay. You know, because that's not necessary. We want to come up with the solution. Yes. You know, and the solution is that if we pull our kids out of, I shouldn't say put them out of the school system, but change the school system. Yes. Yes. Take over the school system and start teaching our children what's relevant and what's not relevant, we wouldn't have any problems in our community. You know, because they will be able to sustain their lifestyle. And we have to bring back, and I just say the institution of marriage. Okay. We have to destroy, and I'm not saying women got to be barefoot and pregnant when I say destroy the feminist movement. We have to destroy that competition in our community where it's us against them. There's no us against them. It's us. It's us and us. It's us and us because, listen, if black men don't marry black women, no one else is marrying black women. So that means black women are going to have kids out of wedlock because they're not going to have, women are not going to stop having sex. That's part of life. Okay. But if there's no men there to bind the unit together, there's going to be chaos. If a woman is work all day and she got her kids at home, going to school, coming home, going to the babysitter, that kid is not getting the adequate education. That kid is not getting the treatment that he needs because there's no one there to help him manage his feelings. There's no one there to help him master the work. I've been studying China and Japan and how they teach their kindergartners. Okay. The kindergartners, they don't learn the ABC. They come in and they learn how to cook their own breakfast. You know, they have utensils and they make their own breakfast. They exercise. Okay. They go and they do the morning stretches, the exercises. Then they fix their breakfast. Then they clean up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Life skills. They don't have janitors. So it's basically like they start pretty much with some vocational training. Yeah. So you can cook for yourself and you have some order and things of that nature. You start good habits. Wake up in the morning and like you're doing physical fitness right now. I see you all the time. You know, and that's the start of childhood. You know, to where okay, let's be physically fit. Let's learn what to eat and what not to eat. Right now, and I just made 69. I'll be 70 next year. The average age of a black man in Chicago is 68 years. Okay. In 30 countries in Africa is 54. And some of the Caribbean islands is 45. Okay. That's absolutely insane. And so what makes those percentages, what is that compromise that kills them off that they don't make it past those numbers? Well, lifestyle. inadequate medical access to medical help.
Okay.
Food desert.
Mm-hmm.
The number one killer of Black people is sugar, salt, fat, vegetable oil, those things that lack potassium, magnesium, vitamin A, B, C, and D. Same thing with fast food.
Okay.
Where I live at, there's nowhere around my house to eat. I have to go. I had to get my car. If I want to get something good to eat, I had to get in my car and drive.
Or go in your kitchen. No,
go in my kitchen.
Which I don't know. I had to say that. But to your point, if you don't have a car, right? How you gonna get the good food, right? If it's nowhere to buy.
You're gonna go to the chicken place and get the fried chicken, or the Chinese place and get the Chinese food, you know, or the Italian sausages, you know, those things that are absolutely causing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and then you go to the Advocate healthcare places and they give you a pill and send you home. And you go home and you just die.
Yeah, definitely teaching people about, reading food labels.
Labels, nutrition. Nutrition. Listen, you go to the gas station in the morning, they're eating potato chips and donuts for breakfast. Now they're in a room and they got this sugar high. They running around the room and you want them to sit down. How they gonna sit down? You want them to learn. Right. They got brain fog. They're not capable of learning, because there's too many things against them. They got dysfunctional households, and anger management. We had 4 boys, myself with Dr. Andre Ross. She was on the show before. I think you remember Andre Ross. She from Health Information Technology Support. She does our anger management seminar, anger management workshops.
Okay.
And we were sitting there and she was going through one of the exercises, and one of the boys called the other boy mama a crackhead.
Okay.
Oh no, he said she disclosed that information. He was a crackhead. And he got up and walked out.
Okay.
He said he had to walk out because he wanted to, he just wanted to fight the boy. And I sat him down and I talked to him and I told him, that that has no reflection on you.
Right.
And they go straight from 0 to I kill you. One of the young boys was telling us he was at the Crotch Center and they accused him of doing something. He didn't do it. And he was mad. And they said, well, how did you feel? I felt like going home, getting a gun and shooting everybody. So wait a minute. So my thing is, not that you felt like not that you wanted to shoot everybody, but you talking about going home to get a gun? What are you doing with a gun? In 5th grade. Not you doing a gun. What is the gun doing in
your household? Right. Yeah. And
is that what you all do? Go shoot? Is that what you were taught when you get angry to go hurt somebody?
Right. Right.
And that's what and that's our truth. That's his truth.
Yeah, that's his truth. Right.
We had an 8th grader. His truth was that he'd been arrested 3 times for auto theft because they learned how to steal the Kia. Those cars with the Charger, how you bust the window, and they learned how to on TikTok how to steal a car.
Yeah, I was gonna say TikTok, YouTube. It's so crazy that before the technology, you had somebody either you had to do trial and error, but now or somebody had to show you how to commit certain crimes. But now you can just pull it right up.
So now if you can do this. If you can do this, you can
do something for the good.
You got enough heart to. Yeah. I told myself, you're gonna be a bad boy if you change. If you change what you do, you have the skills to do something productive.
You
have the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can do something productive. You got enough heart to go say, look, stealing a car was when I was growing up. I wasn't stealing no candy. You know, a car to drive around the neighborhood, and if you got enough where you can hook up whatever they do to hook it up and get the car started, and you could be a very technical person.
Yeah. So listen, Kenneth, it's almost time for us to wrap up.
Okay.
But so what are some key things that you want to get out to the community? It could be a call to action, but what are 1 or 2 or 3 things that tidbits that you need to get out there, or what call to actions or information? Tell us, give it to us.
This is the number one thing we want to do. We want our community-based organizations to start visiting the schools.
Okay.
We want parents to start participating in school activities. When there's something going on, we need the parents there. We need the parents to start holding the school accountable and hold other parents accountable. See, one of the principals, I was in a meeting with her. She was like, "I'm a mathematician. I'm here to teach. I was not trained to be a disciplinarian.
Right.
I was not trained to be the godmother. So we need women and people who are at home to get off the couch, go to the school and volunteer."
Right. Okay. That's understandable.
You know, I volunteer. I don't get paid for anything I do. Because there ain't nobody got no money.
Okay.
Or ain't nobody giving no money.
Okay.
But that shouldn't stop.
Right. The need is still there.
The need is still there. So you're not going to get paid for everything you do. Get that out of your mind. These are our children. We shouldn't have to get a grant from not Ronald Reagan. I'm calling this man Ronald Reagan.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. We shouldn't have to get a grant from white folks to do something in our community. You know, we shouldn't have to get paid to help the neighbor across the street. You know, we have to come together like our parents did and provide services in our schools. PTA or whatever you want to call it.
LSC, PTA.
We got to be there.
Yeah.
And then if we see something that needs to be changed, we have to change it. Yeah. My biggest thing, I want to campaign to change the curriculum in our schools. To have our children do things that's going to benefit them in their day-to-day life. Not this, I don't know if you remember the book Fun with Dick and Jane. That was the book when I was coming up.
See Dick run, no CJ run, or something.
Burn them books.
Yeah.
You know, we have a book club. And there's a young lady, what is it? Her bookstore's on 107th and right off Michigan Avenue. I think it's Just Books.
Okay.
It's a bookstore. I didn't just butcher the name of her bookstore.
Oh, you want me to look it up?
Yeah. Lord, I didn't. Don't shoot me.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, let me correct that. It's on 107th, right off Michigan, in Roseland. And butcher this girl's name up. Bustin' Books.
Burst into books. Oh, God. Okay, guys. Let me get you. But no, I'm glad you brought it up. You said it's black owned? Okay, Burst Into Books. Everybody, the address is 119 East 107th Street. 119 East 107th. Burst Into Books.
Burst Into Books. Yum Sister. Then we have the Underground Bookstore on 87th Street.
Okay.
Black brother been in business 30 years, bookstores. We want our children reading books that are related to issues that concern us and our history. Our children have to know that they come from a line of royal priesthoods, inventors, and critical thinkers. We're trying to get our children to be critical thinkers and avid readers. To where, look, you put them in a room with tools. They'll build something.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Look, we came out of slavery with the clothes on our backs and built cities and communities. They got burned down, but we built them. Given the chance, we will prosper.
Yes.
So right now, we're doing absolutely zero. We have only 22% of the children that's reading at the grade level. We have, I think, Finger High School and Corliss High School were rated. It had the lowest test scores in the state of Illinois. Whistler just recently came in with low test scores. But are these tests conducive to who we are?
Right.
Does that reflect? And so do that reflect our actual intelligence, or these tests, or should we change the curriculum to suit our needs? Right. We have different needs than what they're giving us, and what they're giving us is just sending us around in a circle. And these boys who can't read in 5th grade and 6th grade, and they get pushed through school. When they get to high school, and they get removed from high school because you got these high schools that need to keep their image up, saying that we graduated 90% of our students are 100% graduation rate, which is not really true, because what you're doing, the children who don't keep up, you put them out.
Okay, we're gonna have to end it there, Kenneth.
So I'll get beat up for saying that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the truth.
Yeah. No, thank you so much. I got to give you a good round of applause. Thank you. We hope everybody will come out tomorrow to Cooper Park, 11712 South Ada for our annual Father's Day picnic. Thank you for all your work. I will be there as well. Let me remind you, you can purchase my new book forever. My new book, Fearless Advocates. I help caregivers become better caregivers for them and those that they take care of. You can go to fearlessadvocates.com. So, do you have a copy of my book?
No.
I got to bring you a copy tomorrow. Okay. Well, you're going to be busy tomorrow, but I'm going to get you a copy. I'm going to get you a copy. Fearlessadvocates.com. Don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the things at Ms.All-Purpose, MSALLPURPOSE. You can find me here, right here, Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on My Radio Chicago. I want to thank everybody that listened, watched, will watch, that tune in. Thank you again, Kenneth, Whaley. And until next time, this has been your girl, Ms.All-Purpose on All-Purpose Radio, right here on My Radio Chicago. Bye. Happy Saturday. Happy Juneteenth.